Hey, hey, hey. Lockie Dolly here again for my weekly little vlog. I hope you're getting the front of this. I never quite know if it's all working perfectly trying to stream to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. But yeah, how's it going? Alright, welcome to my vlog number 4, my secret world. Yeah, this is the little chat that I'm having once a week. Tuesdays in Australia, pretty much Monday everywhere else. But yeah, to talk about what's been going on in the week, what's worked, what hasn't, what I've got coming up, basically things that are going on in this world, and also giving you guys a chance to make some comments and give me some advice and, I don't know, any ideas that I might not have thought of, or yeah, basically anything really. So today, I'm going to talk about a few things. First, my t-shirt of the week. So every week I'm going to be displaying a little t-shirt that I've got, and I was thinking if anyone wants to send me like a band t-shirt or anything like that that I could wear on this weekly little vlog, I would be more than happy to do so. Size medium, something like that. But yeah, if anyone's got a band t-shirt or something like that, I would be really honoured to wear it. Anyway, this t-shirt, Bakar Blues Festival. So we did this in July. It was, hang on, I can barely see my face here, can you? It was July 2017, and Bakar is actually amazing. It's right up in the hills of Spain, and just outside kind of Madrid, not too far from Madrid. And we played in the most incredible bullfighting ring. And it's no longer a bullfighting ring, don't worry. But it's the oldest one in Spain. And it's sort of like semi-ruins, but is still definitely enough there. You can't see my face, sorry. I'll lean down a little bit. Hang on. I'm going to get down in this chair. No, it's not working. And yeah, so it's an old bullfighting ring, and it's just really picturesque. I don't know if you saw any of the live footage that I took from when I was there, but yeah, you could probably go back on my Facebook page and try and find it, or do a search, Lockie Dolly Bakar. But I do a big panning shot of the whole bullfighting ring, and it's really amazing. That was during soundcheck. I'll never forget that gig because, one, because of the location, and secondly, well, secondly and third, I mean, second, it was a great lineup. We actually went on after the JBs, so, you know, James Brown and the JBs. They're still touring around even without James, and it was a whole bunch of the original members. Fred Thomas on the bass. Man, what a demon that guy. He even got out the front and had to sing on the mic, which was awesome. Got a photo with him. The whole band got a photo with him. I don't know if you know Fred, but he is a serious legend. But they played for about 2 hours. I mean, we were scheduled to go on at 1 AM, which I thought was just like madness, but apparently in Spain that's pretty normal. So yeah, no worries, 1 AM. We didn't get on till 3 AM. 3 AM in the morning. Like, that's nuts. That's totally nuts. But you know what was more nuts was the fact that everyone stayed. It was still packed. It was absolutely chockers. Like, I just can't even fathom like if anything like that happening in Australia. You know, especially because everyone would be complaining about the noise and get shut. You know, it all has to be over by, you know, 11:30 or 11 or something like that. Or it's just so very different over there. It's really amazing, and you'll find most of Europe is kind of like that. We did so many gigs in town halls in Spain, Portugal, Italy. We're setting up in the town square. Sorry, not the town hall, the town square. And there are residences, like there are apartments and all sorts of things all around. Like they're just getting whacked with it. But they're not complaining about it. They're all outside their windows, enjoying it, having a great time. It's just, you know, it's just part of what makes those cities so great, you know, and they know that and they enjoy it. So it is a bit of a shame that that sort of thing can't happen in Australia. But anyway, 3 a.m. we went on, and it was a great show. It was the whole tour was pretty mind blowing, in fact. But that show definitely stands out as one of the really great ones. For the reasons I said before, amazing setting and great lineup, and the fact that we went on at 3 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little rundown of my t-shirt of the week. We got t-shirts from most of the things that we played. Jackie Barnes is very good at hustling for t-shirts wherever we play. And speaking of Jackie, it was actually his birthday 2 days ago. So send him a message, wish him happy birthday. He'll love that. Cool. So I wanted to speak about Spotify because, shit, so controversial. I have now very much of the opinion that it's something that I need to focus on and do a lot more with. Yes, it's a bit of a bugger that it's a huge bugger, in fact, that oh no, Facebook's not going live. I'll have to do another one for Facebook. Anyway, this is just for you, YouTube. What a pain. Anyway, this technical stuff really annoys me. Anyway, Spotify, yeah. I'm definitely of the fact now that it's something I need to spend a lot more time on because I've done a lot of research about it, and there are certain things that I really love about Facebook. Yes, they don't pay that much, but having said that, I've gotten lucky and am on a Spotify playlist called Blue Ballads, and that gets about 600-700 plays and brings in sort of a couple of hundred, bit more sometimes a month, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, so but Spotify is one of those things that I've found out that basically it tears away all the rubbish and all the bullshit. It's not about what people look like or how cool they are. So much of it is about the music, and if it's good music, it'll find its way, kind of thing. So much of it is based on not just how many people listen to it, but how long they listen to it for. You know, if they listen to it all the way, if they repeat it, if they save it, then that basically tells Spotify how good the song is. You know, you could have someone with a huge artist, and they put their song on Spotify, but everyone just listens to the first 15 seconds and goes, "Oh, that's rubbish," you know, and goes and listens to something else. Well, that's going to tell Spotify the exact opposite thing. The song is no good, and it won't get played, or it won't get preferred treatment as put into playlists for more, I guess, more clinical word, like testing, I suppose, to see how well it performs. I actually like that because it definitely brings it back to the music and what people really think of the song when they're listening to it. And it's not by asking them what they think of it. It's actually by how much they listen to it and their actions around that song, whether they save it or they share it, even download it. They're all signs that the song has merit, and there are lots of examples of that. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of Spotify, and I'll listen to a playlist, or it'll suggest something to me, and I'll listen to it, and I'll go, "Man, that is an amazing song. I've never heard it before. I don't know who the artist is." I go check them out, and sure enough, that song has been played like 1,000,000 times, sometimes more. I think that's a big part of what's happened to the Teskey Brothers, which is, if you don't know who they are, they're an awesome Australian act. 4 guys from Melbourne. Sam and Josh Teskey. Sam's got the most incredible soul voice, you know, reminiscent of Otis Redding. And, you know, they put their stuff on Spotify. They're already doing well in Australia. and it's just gone crazy. And you know, with one particular song, it's the new radio, basically. You can't. I don't necessarily think about it as a revenue stream as such, but more like radio. It's the new radio, you know, all those playlists that they put together, all the suggested songs. So if you can do well on Spotify, I think it means, you know, you can be exposed to a much bigger musical community, you know, and which means more touring, which is really what everything's about for me. It's about touring. You know, I haven't had any grand illusions about selling millions of records and making money that way. It's always been about building up my name and having people understand that when I put on a show, I put on an awesome show, and trying to get that to, you know, to as many festivals around the world as I can, and really build that up. So when I think of Spotify, I guess, yeah, I think of it more as radio, and I'm trying to, I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to get you guys into that idea. I know a lot of you are a bit against Spotify, and but yeah, it is the future, and there's absolutely no going back from, you know, it's only getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's got to be something that I'm on and I go full on with, otherwise I'm going to get left behind. And often when I mention Spotify, I get, especially if I say anything sort of nice about Spotify, or I put up a post yesterday because there's a new tool out, and it's similar to, you know, the email thing. It's like, you know, how I've got my best of album that's available. It's just, you know, it's just the tracks to download. It's digital. When you sign up for my mailing list, you know, you put your email in there, you get redirected to somewhere where you can download these songs that I've chosen. And Spotify was a new tool that I can use Spotify in a similar way. And I basically just wrote a really cool blog post about a funny thing that happened to us in Canada, and when we were on stage there, and we got booted off, basically. I'm not going to give it away why, but and to read the story, basically you click follow instead of put your email address down, and there's another option there to put your email in as well, which I should have clicked but I didn't. Thus kind of alienating everyone else who isn't on Spotify, which I've realised was a stupid thing to do, but I guess I just didn't think about that much when I did it. And yeah, I got quite a few comments back saying how, well, firstly, some that were just like, you know, anti-Spotify, and I thought that they were shit and they didn't pay artists and all this sort of stuff, and why are you even on Spotify? And then I got other ones saying, oh, you're alienating the rest of us who have actually paid money to buy albums and things like that. I don't know. It's really tricky. I'm just trying to work it all out myself and do the best I can. I'm certainly not trying to alienate anyone. And so I mean, you can never please anyone. Everyone, sorry. You can't please everyone in this space, but you know, I do my best to do that, and I'm a lot more involved with my fans and you guys than a lot of other artists. So anyway, I'm just going to keep trying to do that, because I would love it if you guys are on Spotify. If you're not, I'm certainly not expecting you to join Spotify at all. Not at all. But if you're already on Spotify, it would be awesome if you could follow my page, because when I come to release the next album, it's going to show Spotify that you know, I'm worth having a bit of a bigger listen to, and maybe they'll put me on some more of their playlists, and that's where I know the songs will be good enough to have the legs to go forward. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Spotify. Bit of a ramble, a bit of a rant. Yeah, other news, man, Adelaide was unreal. The Gov show was seriously incredible. we had almost 300 people in there, and from the word go, it was like I haven't had a more enthusiastic crowd. It was just, it was an incredible feeling. Everyone was there who came, were just there to have a great time and enjoy the music, and uh, everything, everything was, it was so good. It sounded great, the lights were great, the audience was great. I had my family there. I had Jem there, and I had my dad and my half brothers and stuff. And it was, because Adelaide, if you don't know, Adelaide is actually my hometown. But I left there about 20 years ago. The song "Downtown Small Town," you can listen to that one. Yeah, so that was a really cool thing. And then I had to hop back in the car and unfortunately drive back to Sydney with the C3. I did that over a couple of days, so it was it's about a 15-hour drive. So stopped off in the town of Euston and had a terrible pie. It was really bad. But that's alright. That's another story. Yes. For any of you guys who are interested in the online course, I'm actually closing it for a little while. Uh-oh, I can see some buffering going on here. I hope this is still streaming. Are we still streaming? That is the question. I'm just going to press on. But I am closing the Hammond course in about 1 week. Yeah, it's just less than a week. I think it's probably 6 days exactly now. So you're still able to, well, I'm closing it to new enrollments. So anyone who's already bought it, exactly as normal, full access forever and ever. But I'm not taking any new students after next week. So there's 6 days to join up if you do want to have access to it. And everything's there. But what I am going to do is, yeah, I'm just going to take a bit of time off it, and I'm going to take in all that feedback that I've got about the course, and make a few tweaks, and I've got a few ideas to do a few other things too, but I won't be reopening it until October this year. Yeah, so basically an entire year after it launched. So I launched it in October last year. So it won't be reopening till October, but you've got another 6 days to get in there, and there's over 100 videos, and there's just heaps and heaps of cool, awesome stuff in there. If you're an organ player, not a jazz organ player, no bass pedals, but basically a more contemporary organ player, I suppose. Rock organ, soul, psychedelic, all sorts of. I try and get into the the philosophy of what goes through my head. But yeah, check that out. blockydolly.com/Hammond course. Or just go to my website. You better find it. Yes. All right. I think that's basically it. I'm gonna have to go and redo this again on Facebook because that didn't work. Hey, from Alabama, Mr. O.R. Church. How you going? Mr. Wrinkly from Adelaide. Oh, thanks, man. He's just saying he enjoyed the gig. Yay. Thanks, fellas. All right. Well, I am going to see you guys next week. And, yeah, I hope you have an awesome week. And, yeah, stay cool, stay awesome. And, yeah, signing off. Cheers, guys. Bye. Yay. Hang on, have we stopped? Now we've stopped.